Isn't surprising they're, quote, up on the cloud, considering they're on the cutting edge of all the latest tech trends. Are there any additional features?
Crowdsourcing is something we are having. Crowdsourcing 2.0. We have social sharing. We have 5G, 6G, really all the G's.
All the G's.
We have all of it in the computer.
This one gets me every time.
In the computer.
News Network.
Hey, you cocksuckers, you faggots, you homos. Welcome to Flaming Freedom. We're live. It's August 20th, 2015. I'm Derek J, and across the interwebs, we have Shire Dude.
How's it going, Derek?
Hey, Shire Dude. I like your unicorn hat.
Thanks. I feel like do I get extra like gay points or something for wearing the unicorn hat, or how does that work out?
Yeah, I award you 20 gay points for the unicorn hat. Well done.
That's great.
You can spend those later at flamingfreedom.com. Hey,
Nice.
And also we have Nicholas Schenken of statelessstatements.com. Hey, Nicholas. Oh, whoops. Let me try that again. Sorry, I had you muted. What's up, Nicholas?
Hello, how is everyone?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. You know, you mentioned that today is August 20th, and it also happens to be a Thursday.
That's right.
And there's a Simpsons reference. I know you're a Simpsons.
Yeah. What's the Simpsons reference? We just totally lost it. Do you hear him? I don't hear
Yeah,
him.
I'm not hearing him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hang up. Nicholas, try and call us back. I don't know what the significance of the day is. but
Hopefully
Shire
we
Dude,
find that out. Yeah.
Now I'm curious. You were on trial recently.
Yeah. I was on trial this past Tuesday, and it went totally my way, like exactly the way that I wanted it to go, and I did not expect that at all. I don't know how much of the story you want to get into here.
I want you to the story of Shire Dude goes to court. I mean, we haven't seen it on video yet. I know we soon will, but
Right.
Give us the inside scoop.
Right. So I got 3 parking tickets back in March, back when there was still snow on the ground, and these were actually parking tickets because of the Manchester parking ban. You have to move your car out of the snowplow's way, and I got 3 parking tickets in Manchester. It comes out to $75 total in fines for that. And I didn't want to give that money to the state or because I don't know what that goes towards. And it can't be good. I don't imagine, that whatever the money is going towards is good and is doing me good, especially. So I wanted to donate it to charity instead. And I know that the reason I decided this was because I know that Ian, at least, has had success with doing this in Keene. I don't know if have you done that yet in Keene?
No, I haven't paid anything to charity. I was told that I couldn't pay to charity, then I had to do community service.
By like a judge?
Yeah, judge punish charity service. And I think we have Nicholas back, by the way. Nicholas, are you there? Really? I guess not.
So I had a kind of a weird case where the only reason I think I got a trial is because I confused the prosecutor that I was talking to during the pretrial, and you can see video of that online. It'll all be at shiredude.com in about a week or so, like the finalized video of like start to end. And so I end up on trial, and the prosecutor doesn't show up the first day, and the judge is 2 hours late. They're a mess. And so I get a chance to talk to the judge without the prosecutor who's trying me present, which I think is actually pretty rare. I don't think, that can usually happen. And so I talked to the judge about donating the fines to charity, and he said pretty much the same thing to me that you got told, Derek. Oh, well, I don't think I have that power. I can't do that. And it is in the rules that you can do community service instead of pay fines. So I don't see why you can't,
You read the court rules
another way. Yeah. And so there was yeah, I read I actually in between, because they continued the trial because the prosecutor didn't show up. So I actually had time to read some of the New Hampshire Circuit Court rules online, and a lot of them were kind of silly. And
How stoned are you right now?
I'm not actually. Do I seem stoned? Is it the unicorn?
No. The chat room wants to know.
Oh, okay. I gotta get in that chat room. It's the LRN chat you're using.
Yeah, well, it's always at flamingfreedom.com.
It has it on there. Oh, cool.
Is where you can go to watch video and see the chat room. And I think that we have Nicholas back with us once again. Nicholas, are you with us?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
How
All right,
stoned are
perfect.
you?
Mildly.
All right. Okay, very
Like-
good.
I'm working on it though.
Okay, we're working on it. All right, we'll work on that. You know, we've got so you heard about Shire Dude's victory in court. I'm glad to hear it. Are you going to be So I have a policy of not feeding parking meters because I just want these tickets. I want to bring them to court and I want to have this fun. It's like the cheapest thrill ever to be able to get a $5 parking ticket and then
Well-
get weeks of enjoyment out of it.
Derek, I mean, you've lived in Philadelphia. It is not cheap fun here to get a parking ticket. It's actually a nightmare, and you're lucky if you.
I just ignored my parking tickets in Philadelphia, and you cut out again, Nicholas. Just to let you know, I don't know why I didn't mute you, but your sentence cut out in the middle. So whatever's going wrong with your device, I'm gonna hang up because it's too frustrating for us to deal with right now. But yeah, it's not cheap in Philly. So
Yeah.
my solution though was to not fight it there. I just didn't pay the ticket and continued to park and drive where I wanted. They can put a boot on your car, which is a problem. But if you avoid the boot thing, no big deal. No.
Yeah, if I got one more ticket, I would have had a boot on my car over here. So,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah,
We're-
so the end of that story was
Wow.
I showed up to court for the continuance, and you were there to film, and that was great. And the prosecutor actually did show up, and he gave me a deal where I could pay the fine to charity. And so and then I convinced him to write Shire Sharing on the agreement. And Shire Sharing is a great charity run by Porcupines. So
So I just deleted. I went to go play my applause sound effect. You're just gonna have to imagine it because I don't have my sound effects anymore.
oh no.
I did a wipe of my computer for the first time in like 5 years. I've had this baby for a long time, and it needed a good wiping. So I looked into the hard drive, and it had so many other files. It was just like, what are all these? Get rid of that. So I cleaned it up. Anyway, so I don't have my applause sound effects or any sound effects for you. I did come up with a couple for our game show tonight, which we're going to play on the other end of this break. But first, I want to play this cool commercial that Ian just made. Take a listen.
Keenvention is coming up fast, October 30th through November 1st. Get your tickets now at keenvention.info. Keenvention is an intimate event where you can meet dozens of key liberty activists from across the Shire, including Oathkeeper Chris Reitman, Libertarian presidential candidate Daryl W. Perry, Radical Agenda's Chris Cantwell, Neocash Radio's Dr. Darren Tapp, State Representative Mike Sylvia, rated an A+ by the NHLA, The Seditious Sirens, The Rebel Love Show's Rob Mathias, Tech Guru Brian Sovereign, Cop Blocker J.P. Freeman, New Mover Dr. Taryn Lupo, longtime political activist Dennis Goddard, Church of the Invisible Hand Minister Rich Paul, Shire Dude, and dozens more.
Hey,
Only
that's
100
you.
tickets are available in lockers in now for just $60 or with Bitcoin. That includes access to the Halloween costume dance party.
Woo!
Reserve your tickets now at keenvention.info. Visit keenvention.info for more speaker announcements or look for our page and event on Facebook. That's keenvention.info.
Yeah. So you should be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to fly in all the way from California to go to Keenvention and throw the Halloween dance party. It's going to be fun. Welcome to the chat room, Shire Dude. Good to see you. We got some good people in the chat room tonight. We got LRN Newbie 066.
Guys, one of my favorites.
He's my favorite. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Oh, good username there. Niz. And I know who that is. That's one of our co-hosts, Nicole. Yay. Good to see you there, Niz. And Sean2046. I don't know who you are. That's some unusual name. Welcome to the chat room, an unusual person, and of course, Shire Dude and me. So, before I just want to tease this game that we're about to play. On the other end of this break, I want to have a couple of the gay anarchists, or as many can participate. It might just be Shire Dude. Guess
That means I win.
no, that means you win. No, I think we're at least going to have KK47 call in here in just a minute. He's going to compete against you. The name of the game is Guess That Disney Prince. But it's not just any game. You have to guess the Disney prince based on his Grindr profile. Yes. Coming up on Flaming Freedom. Flaming Freedom!
So you've signed the Shire Society Declaration and are planning your
Nuh-uh.
move to New Hampshire to
No.
be around more liberty-oriented people.
No, I'm not.
Next, sign up for the
Shire Society.
Shire Society.
I need one of those, man.
Yeah, it's really fun. The other fun thing to do is I sometimes change my voice around. Let's see if this can do it. Check. Oh, wait. Let's see. Yeah. Now I can talk like I'm the demon.
That's great. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Okay. So, I got to get ready for this game we're playing. Let me play some
Tech
ads.
guru Brian Sofrin, top blocker JP Freeman, new mover Dr. Taryn Lupo, longtime political activist Dennis Goddard, Church of the Invisible Hand.
Hey, this is the ad I just played.
Shire
Woo!
Dude, and dozens more. Only available in advance, so lock yours in now for just $60 or with Bitcoin. That includes access to the Halloween costume dance party. Reserve your tickets now at keenvention.info. Visit keenvention.info for more speaker announcements, or look for our page and event on Facebook. That's keenvention.info.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit
They're still static?
apps.lrn.fm
No.
or search for LRN.FM.
It was one or
in
the other.
Android.
It was just like static or your voice.
Weird.
Yeah. It's like I could hear the weird Wi-Fi vibration-y, soundy feedback, or but
Okay.
you would just cut out. It was just like you're talking, gone. In the middle of a
Huh.
sentence.
Okay. Well, I turned off all the other computers in the house, so hopefully,
They're not possessing your Kindle. I don't think your other computers could be doing anything.
Could be, yeah. I mean, it could be a bandwidth issue, or. I know about enough about computers to be able to say it could be a bandwidth issue.
Okay.
Yeah, just the sentence, whether or not it has meaning.
So I'm coming up with this list. I'm coming up with some of these questions last second. Let's see. How well do you know your Disney princes?
I've got 3 younger sisters, actually, so pretty
so
dang well.
they do very well here.
Yeah, all much younger as well.
Okay. All right.
Did I get out again?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't want this to keep happening while we're on the air, so I think I'm just gonna dip out.
Okay. Sorry about that.
guys. No, it's all right. I don't know what's going on.
Join us
but
on Google Hangouts next time.
Yeah, I will hopefully.
Okay. Cool. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Womp. Womp, womp. Oh, demon. Oh, we're coming back in 30 seconds. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to get Nicole on. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Hey, Nicole. Sorry I haven't added you yet. I haven't added your email address yet. Can you hear me? Oh. Hello. Nobody use Skype here? Yeah. Welcome back to Flaming Freedom, and we are live in Africa and space. Pretty cool. I don't know why. Someone made that happen, but thank you to whoever put us on in those places. Now you can support this message getting out to random places in other continents by going to lrn.fm and sending them a donation in Bitcoin. Shire Dude, it's time for Can You Guess the Disney Princes based on their Grindr profile? But we can't start yet because we don't have everybody here.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Nicole is trying to call in. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, trying one more time. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
All right. It's just you and Shire Dude.
Let's do this.
I don't know if we want to wait for Gay K47. The anticipation is killing me.
Uh-oh.
How well do you know your Disney princesses or princes? Excuse me.
I dabble in the princes, so we'll see.
What does that mean? You dabble in the princes?
I know some of them. I don't know a lot of the newer ones.
Well, whoa. Okay. Well, let's start off with an easy one.
Okay.
His about reads, Dom Top into water sports. Not much into talking on here for a long time. It's Grindr. Don't be so serious. If I don't take too long to respond, it just means I'm not interested. Plenty of other fish in the sea.
Is this Eric?
Prince Eric.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
From The Little Mermaid.
Yay! Good job, Nicole. All right, you got the first one. That was an easy one. You're not going to get this next one.
Oh, good.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Looking for happily ever after. Grindr tribe, kink.
Oh,
He's 19 years old. He's married. 5'8". Shut that dog up, will you? I don't want to hear that. Can that dog stop?
Oh God, I'm trying.
All
I
right.
don't know what he's barking at.
You're gonna lose by default because of the dog. All right.
Is this
Can you guess already? I Shire Dude.
Prince Charming?
Oh, Nicole steals.
Did she get it?
Two already. Yes. Prince Charming. Very good, Nicole. All right, you are 2 for 2.
Oh man.
Shire Dude, you got some catching up to do. It's not looking good.
Oh, it's on.
There are only
Let's do
5,
this.
so we're doing best 2 out of 5. You better get some.
All right.
I'll do an easy one. Just want a guy to come over, strip down, and have me explore his cave of wonders. Nicole,
Oh.
you cannot buzz in yet. This one's
That's-
just for Shire Dude.
Yeah, that's got to be Aladdin.
Yes, Shire Dude, you've got it.
Gonna say.
Yes. He's also toned, and his Grindr tribe is Street Rat. His headline. Here, I should do a screen share for these. All right, that dog has to shut it. Not allowed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Headline, let me show you my whole new world. Looking for a genie in a bottle, baby. I want to give you a magic carpet ride you will never forget. Trust me, you ain't never had a lay like me.
This is too good.
Yeah, this is great. Okay, next one. Shire Dude's catching up on you, Nicole.
I know. I'm ready.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Mine? Man,
Yeah.
I really like Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? That didn't have a prince in it.
I know, but it had all those the weird scene with the boys turning into
Oh man, can I
the
tell
donkeys.
you that really I mean, that was my favorite scene as well.
Absolutely.
When I was a kid. Shire Dude, your favorite Disney?
Man, all I could think about is the donkey scene in Pinocchio. That freaked me out.
Yeah, that really scared me. That was just...
They don't make movies like they used to.
Oh yeah. Huh.
So what's your favorite Disney movie, Shire Dude?
Oh, I couldn't even think of one.
You don't like them? You have 3 little sisters, and there wasn't one that you were
I
like.
was just kind of like around when they were playing. Yeah, I didn't really like actively watch them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could decide one.
Okay. All right. Well, this last one. This one's hard, but we'll see. They're getting increasingly hard.
They all seem pretty hard to me.
I can give you some clues. This is going to be for Shire Dude. Nicole, you cannot ring in.
Okay.
Shire Dude has to forfeit this one. Trying to make it even. All right. So, headline. The only thing I'm looking for is the fairest of them all. Looking for dates. He says, "Is it so hard to ask for a prince to sweep me off my feet? All that Grindr has to offer nowadays are a bunch of dwarves and people only looking for hookups."
Hey, you see, I don't know his name, but I know it's the guy from Snow White.
What's his name?
Oh man. Oh, see, yeah, I don't remember his name.
He's 18 years old. He's 5'3", average body type, desperate, Grindr tribe clean cut. Nicole, for the steal.
I know this. This is Prince Charming.
You've already said Prince Charming. Do you want to try again?
Oh no. Oh God. What the hell is that guy's name? It's just the prince, isn't it? Did he not have a name?
It's Prince Florian. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't remember them ever saying that in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know if they said that. I'm sure they did say it in the movie at some point.
This is my first time ever hearing it.
I need
right.
I'm so I'm all without my sound effects. I have to like Google them, play them. Here we go. So sorry you didn't get that one right, guys. That one was tough. I should have given you multiple choice. All right. Well, with this last one, so it's Shire Dude 1, Nicole 2. You could tie this up, Shire Dude, or Nicole could sweep it.
Ooh, it'll be a suspenseful one.
I don't want to give you any clues, but this one's really hard. I'm going to share it on the screen here. For our viewing audience at home, you can see he's discreet.
I think I have a guess.
Is under attack. Look no further than Russell.
Think you have it?
Maybe. Trying to think through all the movies. So you never answered. What was your favorite?
Aladdin. He's hot. He's dark skinned, shirtless, street rat, thug type, you know, like I'm into that. So I don't know. I like him. Middle Eastern. And sly. Magic carpet ride, magics, genies, adventure. The other one, if I were a furry, it would probably be Simba. I really liked Simba. That was probably my favorite. Was Lion King.
Oh, I forgot about the Lion King.
Gonna be the main event, like no king was before. Brushing up on looking down, working on my roar.
That opening song in The Lion King, you know, the one that everybody sings. The, you know, Supetnya.
Yeah.
You know the translation?
Oh
of
my
that?
God.
Yeah. The translation of that is just like, hey, it's a lion. There is a lion here.
No, it's not.
Yeah. If you look up the translation.
Hey, there's a lion. This is
Just like random nonsense.
Look, guys, it's a lion.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's doing. You know, he holds him up on the screen, like up on the rock.
Right.
You know.
I wonder how many babies have been injured because of people impersonating that scene.
2,000 babies.
Probably a lot of babies.
Yep.
It was very irresponsible of Rafiki.
Rafiki. No.
Probably.
People have their monkeys hold the baby out on the rock, and that's the real danger of it.
Right. Hiring a monkey to do something like that. This is ridiculous. This is going to be like one of the better characters, though, that came out of Disney. It's this crazy, like, monkey shaman. That's great.
The monkey.
I could totally relate with that guy. Yeah.
Whoever invented Rafiki. Wait, Niz, what kind of girl would go for the guard without a tooth in Aladdin? What is? I don't know.
What kind of
trailer trash rat or something? Hey, Nicholas is joining us via Google Hangouts. Hey, Nicholas. He's muted. Do you know that you've muted yourself? You're muted on your end. Now you're unmuted, and I can hear some background noise.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. The background noise might be my air conditioner.
Yeah, please turn that off and let's see how it sounds.
How's that?
Yeah, that sounds good. How close can you get to your mic? Can you get like 6 inches away?
How's right about here?
How far is that?
This is about 5 inches.
Get further back. Get about a foot. About a foot from your mic. Let's see how that sounds.
How's this?
That's too far. Somewhere in between.
All right. How's right about here?
That's perfect. That's right on. That's the good spot. Stay there if you can.
I will.
Okay. Are you gonna be the tiebreaker in this, Nicholas?
I'm just tuning back in after digging through boxes frantically to find a microphone. So.
Okay. Great. Well, we are coming back. So you can just join us for the ending.
Okay. Great.
Welcome back, homos, gays, lesbians, transgenders, bisexuals. Actually, there's all kinds of new words people are using, like what's the one?
Pansexual?
Not pansexual. I'm a bisexual homo-romantic.
I've never even heard that one.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's the headline from The Guardian. Why young Brits are rejecting old labels. So we'll get into that in just a second. But first, we have to finish up our very exciting Disney Prince game. Guess them from their Grindr profiles. So far, we've had, let's recap. First, it was Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. Remember, he's all chest and no legs. The next one, that was actually, who got that? Nicole,
I
right?
did.
Nicole got that one. Then we had Man in the Streets, Beast in the Sheets. Beast for Beast. 100 Roses Away. Large and hairy. Definitely a bear. Pretty much an aggressive top. And he can host. So be his guest.
If you were to go to a bar in Philadelphia called the Bike Stop, that is what everyone you meet would be like.
They wear the bow in their hair like Beast is.
Some of them do, actually. But the man bun is a bit more...
Is a bit more what?
Uh-oh.
Seriously? Now this is happening again on a different thing? What is going on? We can't hear you, Nicholas. This is crazy. You have a
Nicholas,
demon.
Come back.
He has an audio demon following him. He's been on Skype. He's been on Google Hangouts.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, you're back. I don't know what happened either. Any guesses as to what happened? Did the demon eat your Wi-Fi?
I'm wondering, maybe it is my Wi-Fi connection, but it's normally pretty good, so...
Get closer to your Wi-Fi. Get very close. Hug your Wi-Fi. Hug your router. Just cuddle.
My router is connected to my desktop computer. Like, I cannot get closer to it.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let's move on. Next, we had Prince Charming from Cinderella. He's only one glass slipper away. Very charming. Must be charming. He's into feet. Foot fetish. And the boy next door. Shire Dude, you got him, right? You were the one who got married sub-bottom Prince Charming? Nicole got them all. Was this 3?
She got 2.
No, I got 2.
Oh, he got
one.
this one, Prince Florian from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Actually, that didn't count. No, he got Aladdin.
Yeah, I got Aladdin. Yeah, we both missed Florian.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that character's name.
Yeah, right. I don't think anyone did.
Nobody knows it.
Says he's looking for dates. We know that's a lie. And he says he's deleting this soon.
I didn't notice that.
How often have you seen that?
Isn't everybody?
Yeah. They've been deleting it for years. Then finally, Shire Dude scored a point with this one, who's only 3 wishes away. I read the whole thing anyway, so that was Aladdin. And I love how he keeps his eyes out of the photo. And he's with his pet too. Okay, now finally, this one is for both of you, Shire Dude and Nicole. He's online right now. He's DL. He's 34 Huns away. Just say it when you know it.
Li Shang, Mulan.
Boom.
Oh.
Li Shang from Mulan. He'll make a man out of you, Nicole. Ask me more to tell you more about myself. Everything is ask me. Grinder, good job. Hey, you both win.
What's the prize here?
A lifetime subscription to Flaming Freedom. Congratulations.
Yay.
You're both winners. You get everything that our listeners get.
Great.
And more.
Yay.
So, we would have also accepted Aladdin for all the answers because he is the hottest Disney princess, or prince of them all.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you didn't know about my...
I should have seen that coming, that clause at the end, yeah.
Also, we touched on this at the beginning of the segment. I'm a bisexual homoromantic. You guys have not heard this term?
No.
Not yet. Not homoromantic is one word. I like that though. That's fun.
Homoromantic is a word we've explored here on Flaming Freedom in the past because I didn't realize that such a thing existed. I felt like bisexuals were not legitimate or real because they would often have sexual relationships with, one sex, and not with both sexes, but then not have romantic relationships with one of those sexes. So I was like, that's not legitimate. You can't have one without the other, but you can. They're different. They're separate. You can be homosexual, or you could be bisexual and homoromantic. You could be bi-romantic.
Wait, so what does homoromantic mean?
Homoromantic means you're only romantic with one gender. So I am homosexual and homoromantic because I am only for guys in both sex and romance. And love.
So you could also be bisexual heteroromantic, then.
What would that be?
That would be that you're bisexual, but you prefer relationships with the opposite gender.
Oh, yeah, good point. So, are you interested? Should we read more about this?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure.
When Rugby League Keegan Hurst came out as gay this week, he said that he had been hiding for a long time. How could I be gay? I'm from Bately, for God's sakes, and no one is gay in Bately, whatever that means.
I was going to say, what does that even mean?
Right, gender is
Yeah.
and all that is crowdsourced. So
I guess people think that like wherever they're from, if they're from like some rural or suburban place, like, oh well, I don't know any gay people, so no one's gay around where I live. Like, no, there's lots of gay people. So if the 27-year-old Yorkshireman had been a few years younger, he might have found that some people in his hometown who are at least sexually fluid. A YouGov poll this week put the number of 18 to 24-year-old Brits who identified as heterosexual at 46%, while just 6% would call themselves exclusively gay. Let me read that again. The number of 18 to 24-year-olds in Britain who identify as entirely heterosexual, 46%. And 6% call themselves exclusively gay.
So the rest
That's a
are
lot
all
of-
swingers.
yeah, that's a lot of wiggle room.
That's about half wiggle room. 46 plus 6%, let's call that 50%. So half is 100% sure. Half half is only one thing. But the other half is fluid. So like
That's
half
kinda
of Britain is bisexual. Half of these people, 18 to 24, that's a big deal. Sexuality now falls between the lines. Identity is more pliable and fluidity more acceptable than ever before. The gay-straight binary is collapsing too, and it's doing so at speed. The days in which a celebrity's sexual orientation was worthy of a tabloid scandal have long since died out. And thank goodness. I'm like, here, let me give a sound effect for that. Because like I was tired of that news story. It was so easy. So-and-so comes out as gay. Oh, big deal. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, the only interest that ever generated for me is if they were particularly hot.
Right. Oh, great. Maybe I have a chance with this hot rugby player.
Well, not even that, but,
They would appear on the cover and be shirtless or something.
Yeah, which is exactly what happened. Like, several days later, he posed nude.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
what he was waiting for anyway. He knew the pictures would come out. Hold that thought. We'll be right back. This is Flaming Freedom.
This is your Robertsbrook.
Yeah. The new liberal world order has sissified the British male. They are all metrosexuals. That's funny.
I saw this article from militia.com.
Yes, my daily reading from militia.com.
Well, it was posted to a libertarian site, and minimizes the
Wait, what? Wait, you just went completely bad.
reading.
It's bad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw.
I can't hear what you're saying. Oh man, I wish I could say goodbye. I can. I'll just say goodbye. This was fun. We gave it a good try. Okay, I hear you again. But anyway, yeah, I should let you go.
Yeah,
It was.
I tried. I'm sorry.
It's cool. I'm glad you tried. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, tell him to. Oh, I know. Oh, hey, Nicholas, are you still there? Don't go yet. We got a listener recommendation for you. Tell him to. Oh, well, you probably can't do that. Well, actually, you can. You're on a desktop. Okay, here's what you got to do. You ready?
Yeah.
Tell him to open a command prompt window. Can you do that?
Command prompt.
Yeah. Open command prompt.
Okay.
It should be in the start menu.
Okay.
Type ping google.com -n space 10. So it's I should just type it over the. Maybe I don't know if you can see if I type a message. Ping
One word.
google.com space -n in lowercase 10. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
You can see that. If he's having dropouts, it will show drops. Thanks, Nathan in Texas. Yeah.
So it says reply from. So what will it say when I have a dropout?
Oh, whoops! I muted Nicole. Sorry, Nicole. Hey, you there?
Oh, hey, I turned my mic off for a second.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, good. We're all here.
So it has ping statistics, but it only gave me so many.
Does it, I don't know what it's supposed to look like after that. That's all he told me. Who's vaping?
Sorry
Nicole.
about that. It was that loud.
Freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. Freedomsphoenix.com. The revolution between the ears has already happened.
You can put the Liberty Radio Network on the air in your area. Visit
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk for a minute and like tell me if I'm.
We're coming back.
Oh.
Welcome back to Flaming Freedom. The gay straight binary is collapsing. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But hey, it's happening. Miley Cyrus posted an Instagram of a news story that described her as gender queer with the caption, "Nothing can/will define me. Free to be everything." Kristen Stewart, who's been followed around by insinuations about the gal pal she's often photographed with for a couple of years, finally spoke out about the relationship in an interview with Nylon magazine this month. She said simply, "Google me. I'm not hiding it." I love this. People don't really care if you define yourself as gay or straight. Finally, we are at that point. Yay. I'm relieved. This had to happen, finally. Hello? Anyone?
Hello, I agree. You know,
Jesus.
I used to always be annoyed at how it was always about people coming out of the closet as gay or whatever, but nobody ever has to come out as straight.
Right. Yeah, that's really annoying. A lot of people just assume that I'm straight when they meet me until I, say something that implies otherwise. And yeah.
How do they react with it?
What was that?
How do they react about it?
I've gotten some people who are really surprised about it.
Yeah, they're surprised. But do they care?
They're surprised, but yeah, especially like the younger people that I talk to, they just accept it right away. They don't even make a big deal out of it. They're just like, oh, okay, you do that? I didn't know. And then, the conversation continues. Some people on the more conservative side will be like, I've had a conversation recently where they go and they have like a barrage of questions for me. But that conversation also involves me being in a non-exclusive relationship. And I feel like that was more of a pressing issue than me, having sex with men.
How do you feel about the word queer?
I don't know. I've always heard it in the derogatory, but then I've heard you use it just like a regular word. So
yeah, I'm for queer.
You're for it? Yeah. We
took it back. It was a successful take back.
Yeah.
So that's referenced in the article here at The Guardian. It says, in fact, the word queer, once the defiant reclamation of a homophobic slur, has become a ubiquitous term. While the young people I spoke to were largely resistant to the word bisexual, even if they are sleeping with both men and women, they used queer easily and freely. Among our callers and volunteers, more and more people are identifying as queer, particularly among younger generations, says Natasha Walker, a trustee of the LGBT Helpline, which recently changed its name from the London Lesbian and Gay Switchboard in order to be more inclusive.
The generation now, I feel like they're so lucky to be coming up in a time that's so accepting. I remember back when I was in high school, my God, I didn't tell anybody anything, about my sexuality. I think my two closest friends knew, and that was it. But then I showed up to prom with a girl, but with my heart pounding, like, oh God, what's going to happen with this?
Nobody knew that you were out, or were you already out when you showed up to prom with a girl? Were you shocking everyone? Was it a big surprise?
There were people who weren't my close friends were shocked, but there were like, I could probably count on one hand the amount of people who knew.
Wow. And so, I mean, did you turn heads, or did everyone just sort of not even notice?
No, turned heads for sure. And my principal was actually really upset about it because she went to another school, and if we had somebody from another school going to prom with us, we had to sign them up ahead of time.
Yeah.
And she had her name was Jessie, so it could be a guy or a girl. So nobody thought anything. And then he was really upset, I guess. And he didn't say anything at the prom, but afterwards, I remember getting.
What did he say?
I don't recall the whole thing, but I remember him saying, "Why would you want to bring a girl to the prom?"
Why would you? Did you answer him? You're like, she's my girlfriend.
I just was like, I can't believe you're saying this. Do you even hear yourself?
Yes, he does. He thinks he's right. He thinks he's got it all figured out. Girls should be with boys at the prom. In fact, I also agree with him. For prom, as a gay boy, I always took girls to the prom because that's tradition. That's what's right. And I'm for traditional prom.
Meh.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care. It was just always the way it worked out for me. And I do think it looks right visually. I don't like to see, even gay weddings, it bothers me to see guy, girl. I'm like, it doesn't look right. We need to do something else. We need to have our own. I mean, for me, I need to have my own thing. It can't be this. Because, I don't know, am I too traditionalist? I feel like there has to be differential. Something has to be different. It has to be maybe a guy in a dress,
I remember my prom photo was really awkward looking, actually, because I think the photographer just didn't know what to do with us and just kind of awkwardly put us next to each other and was like, oh, okay, let me take your picture now. And it really does just look awkward.
Oh, what would you want your picture to be? You two holding hands? Because usually it's the guy with his hands on the girl's hips and the girl with their hands in front of her. That's they're both turned sideways. It's a classic prom photo. But what should two guys or two girls do? I would think they should hold hands. Just hold hands and look into the camera or something. I mean, I don't know. Lift up one leg.
One should be dipping the other.
Certainly. Yeah, that would an action shot. Yeah, that'd be hot.
Back to back with the hands as fake pistols.
Well, you can't bring that home to your family. I mean,
well, depends on the family.
Oh, true. It might be James Bond.
Right.
All right. Well, back to the quote from the LGBT helpline. Natasha says, quote, in the past, people were fighting for the right to be able to define themselves as lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, etc. Although this is very much still the case, there's also a definite shift toward an acceptance of people as they are, label or no label. Shire Dude, I know you're nodding your head.
I dig the no label thing, man. Yeah. Yeah, see, you know, what you were saying earlier about using queer versus bisexual. I actually like queer a lot better than bisexual. Now that I'm like thinking about it, I like that as a describer. It feels like there's a lot more fluidity in the term, like just embedded in the term. You know, you could use it to mean a lot of different things. Yeah,
It does feel that way. It sort of feels like a drifter. Like, oh, I'm queer. You know, I might be into that. I might. You know, it's like you might be into anything. I'm queer.
right.
Be up for that, or maybe not. Bisexual is clearly defined. Like, oh, I'm bisexual. So you come up to a bisexual man, and you're like, well, then you must be into me. You're into men. You're bisexual. So I apply.
It comes with all the assumptions attached to it, all of the biases that people have towards bisexual people.
Right, right. I'm sexual towards guys and gals. So people make all these assumptions. But no, if you say I'm queer, they're like, well, maybe he's into me, but maybe not. I don't really know. We have to wait for a definite signal first.
Have you ever heard that term barsexual?
No.
This is, from what I understand, it's
when people get drunk.
It's what I've heard is like girls at the bar that'll just get drunk and make out with other girls, but normally are totally straight, but they do it to get attention from the guys.
Well, check out this next headline. Man opens up about his first time watching gay porn, discovers he's not completely straight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe you've been the victim of gay porn too. A young man took to a Reddit LGBT group for gay men to share a revelation about his sexuality. The discovery that he is not completely straight after watching gay porn. Maybe that's the problem. The Brits have too much access to gay porn. It's turning everybody gay.
Hey, you got to think the proliferation of gay porn around us, the more gay porn that's out there, the more people are going to be able to explore their sexuality by watching it and seeing what moves.
This is one of the ultimate fantasies for many straight guys, is converting a straight guy or changing him over. He starts the post, so I'm a straight guy and I just watched gay porn for the first time, ... And we'll have the rest when we come back. This is Flame Freedom.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority
Hey, it's me.
and thought that I could get support myself.
Like, do
It
this
called to
right
me,
now.
Do this right now.
I did it. I did it right then. Yeah.
So totally unrelated.
No, don't
I
bother.
was talking
Chocolate.
I was talking to some folks at work. Oh, he's leaving. Oh man. I'm gonna wait till he comes back for this because I thought it was interesting.
So Nicholas, what's new?
I don't think we kept him on. I think he's gone.
Oh, Nicholas, are you gone?
I think we lost him.
Uh-oh.
What's new with you?
Well, Shire dude, what's new?
What's new with me? I got what I wanted in my last court case, where I donated all these parking ticket fines to charity, to Shire Sharing, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't think I've told anybody about my last court thing. It was amazing.
What happened?
Completely. So I had a speeding ticket for 67 through 40, which first off was BS. I was going about 60.
Mhm.
And so I go to my court date, which is like 4 months later, and I couldn't remember what the dude looked like, and I couldn't recall his name because I forgot to look at the ticket before I turned it in. So I'm watching these other people go before me. One guy gets up, the trooper stands next to him, flips through his papers, says I seem to have printed off the wrong papers and I'm unprepared. So the guy gets dismissed. A few people later, he gets up again with somebody, dismissed because of he's unprepared. So when I get up there and then this guy comes to stand next to me, I'm thinking, I swear to God, if you were prepared for just me, I'm going to be so mad. But no, he was unprepared for me, so it got completely dismissed. And after like fees and fines and everything, like the points and just everything, I would have been paying well over $1,000.
Wow, that's so lucky.
Not a dime. I was literally like skipping on the way out of there. I was so happy.
Hooray, government incompetence.
Yes, and they gave me a receipt, to say that it had been dismissed and everything, and I hung it up at my cubicle at work because I just want to look at that and think of what a glorious time it was, because it really does just put a smile on my face every time I see it.
Right. Yeah, I totally want to frame my the deal that I had. Mine was just actually a deal with the prosecutor because I knew the judge would most likely not go for it, the whole paying fines to charity thing. So,
it's really cool that you were able to do that.
Right. Originally, the form said state approved charity, and I got him to cross it out and write Shire sharing.
Yeah, you were like, can we cross that out? It's like,
yeah. That's great because we got it on video too.
Like your boots. He was going to do anything you asked him.
Right. So, Derek.
Yes.
Have you ever heard the factoid that dolphins have sex in the blowhole?
Whoa. No, I didn't know that.
You've never heard this? Okay, so I heard, a long time ago that dolphins have gay sex. Like, everybody knows that. Then I heard that dolphins have sex in the blowhole, and I've heard it from a few different sources. What was that? Why would they?
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? Right. Well, it's, it's their source of air, and so, like, and I don't think they breathe through their mouth normally.
Maybe they're into asphyxiation.
Right. And so
we should save this for the show.
What was that?
Now. Said we should save this for the live show.
Sure. Yeah.
You've got a unicorn horn. You're horny.
Hey, I just realized what time it is. I have to wake up really early for work, so I'm going to bow out while we're still on a break, okay?
Okay. Good
luck. So thank
you
for having me on. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for being on, Nicole.
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You win more flaming freedom.
Yay.
Good night.
All right, thanks. Good night. Bye, guys.
I just ate some dark chocolate covered espresso beans, so I will be awake.
Nice.
I am not going to sleep. I'm not going, well, there is work to do tomorrow, but I want to do another butt waxing party. Hey, I got a good message from, we talked about him on Flip, should save it for the air, but I feel like this is more a behind the scenes thing. A message from Nathan Collier. He's one of the guys who's been on mainstream TV, even had a news show or a reality TV show about him and his two wives. He's a polyamorous, a polygamist who has two wives, and they are separate. They have separate marriages. The wives aren't married to each other. So it's not polyamory in that classic sense. It's that he has relationships with both of them. And anyway, he's a cool guy, and he believes in independence. And I posted a link today to Chase Rachel's book, A Spontaneous Order, The Capitalist Case for a Stateless Society, which is a terrific book that should be on every anarchist's bookshelf. Just basically knocking down every argument that you could possibly have with a statist. But what about the roads? It's like it answers the what about the roads and what about murderers and insurance and prisons. It answers all those questions. So it's really good. And I posted a link to it on Amazon. He shared it and posted a comment. Derek, I've only known you briefly online, but have come to fully respect your beliefs. This one sealed the deal. I'm proud to know you. And it's not about me. It's about these ideas. It's really cool that this guy who I only met through him making news stories about being polygamous actually has beliefs in a free and stateless society. So it's pretty cool.
It's very exciting.
I'm proud to know him, so
Right. Yeah. I mean, we could have like some sort of like conference or something filled with these people though who are popular now because they're polyamorous, or because they're in non-traditional relationships. And there's a lot of a lot of new bloggers doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. So can I ask about your sex life?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that when we come back. A little bit, because we're talking about gay porn. I love gay porn. Give me all of the gay porn.
Is the Onion News Network.
Homosexuals. Yeah, those queers, those bis, those gays and lesbians and dykes, trannies and transsexuals. Oh, all the words. Faggots, flaggots. Am I missing any? Have I left any out? Fudge packers, pillow biters.
Pillow biters. I haven't heard pillow biters yet.
Yeah, and all you kinky folk. And all you straight folk who listen to this show, although I can't really call any of our audience straight anymore after these headlines.
No one's straight, yeah.
Yeah, no one's straight anymore. Everybody is gay now. So the headline of this Reddit post is, so I'm a straight guy and I just watched gay porn for the first time, ... He writes, quote, I've been a member of, maybe you should read this. Do you have this article up, Shire Dude? You know the one I'm talking about?
I do not.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you.
Sweet.
So you can follow along with me, but I'll read it. I've been a member of Gay Bros for a while, and I guess it was a way for my brain to try and tell me that I might be something else than just straight. But I guess it's taken me a while to admit it. I come across one of the porn threads a couple of days ago and decided, what the fuck, I'll give it a go and watch some of it. Well, anyways, let's just say I didn't expect to feel the way I did afterwards. I've always sort of thought I might be bi or gay, but I've never decided to act out on it. Primarily because my father is a huge homophobe. I've been figuring out my emotions for the past few days, and it's been pretty weird. I think I'm probably bi, but then again, who knows? I'm a little anxious about me actually figuring out what the hell I am because of how homophobic my dad is. Anyways, sorry for the wall of text. I just needed somewhere to vent, and I haven't got anywhere else to go. So one Reddit user left this response, and have it pulled up. Shire Dude.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
So maybe you could read the response by the one Redditor.
Sure, yeah. First off, never apologize, bro. Many won't have the same experience as you, but all will be able to relate. This is partly what this and other subs of the like are for. So he's talking about the subreddit, yeah. Figuring yourself out can be a process, so be patient with yourself and don't stress yourself out or feel like you should know yourself through and through. I'm 23 and I'm still figuring more about myself all the time. And I actually agree with that a lot. Like, yeah, if you're in your early 20s, don't expect that you're going to know your sexuality like all the way through. Like, you're still growing, and you're people can change over time. There's all sorts of stories about people like later in life, like after their spouses die, all of a sudden they decide to get into a same-sex relationship. And, it happens. I think right up until you die, once you die, you stop growing as far as that's concerned, as far as orientation is concerned. And then it continues, knowing what you are and accepting who you are, very different things. I knew I was bi for a long time, but I didn't accept I was bi until about 2 years ago. The best advice I would give is to immerse yourself at whatever rate you feel the most comfortable with. The worst feeling is thinking you're doing something wrong or feeling a way you shouldn't. Just always remember, and maybe even say to yourself, that what you're feeling is real. It's real, and nobody can tell you differently. There's nothing wrong, weird, or bad about what you're feeling. It just might be different or scary, because change and going against a possible parent's wishes is going to be nerve-wracking. Whether it's about your sexuality or getting a tattoo they don't approve of.
Yeah, I think that's worth pointing out, because it's biologically wired in us to not go against our parents.
Yeah.
That's suicide. Throughout most of human history, if you went against your parents, you could be killed. I mean, you could be pruned out from the pack. They're your sole providers for the first 20 years of life, or whatever it is in caveman days. But you can't go against your parents, so we're biologically wired not to. That's probably what's going on in this guy's head. It's like, I'm gay, my dad's a homophobe, I can't be gay. I'm not allowed. I just can't be gay, or that'll be bad. You know? Right. And so he just doesn't allow it. He doesn't allow himself to accept this. But I mean, his body's telling him, you know, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
How does this end?
Okay. The guy giving the advice continues. Keep on experimenting with different things. For me personally, porn and fantasizing was the route I took in discovering my orientation, and then also figuring out what I like, what I like or don't like within that genre, for lack of a better word. Keep your chin up, be safe in all areas, clear your browser history, and most importantly, keep your chin up. This could either be wicked hard, or you might take it in a stride. Everyone is different. There's no right or wrong way to come out to a conclusion on yourself. That last sentence really resonates with me. There's no right or wrong way to come to a conclusion on yourself. Yeah. People always change. You know, going through life, you're not gonna wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, this is it. These are all my labels, and I'm gonna stick with them. Yeah. Up until maybe 3 years ago, roughly, I was never gonna leave California. I was completely straight. I was gonna have
Little Twink Andrew was straight. When I look at the pictures of you in California, you do not look like a straight boy. Just saying.
I was told at an early age that I had homosexual tendencies, actually. And, you know, I just ignored those people. I'm like, no, I'm going to have like this, you know, picturesque, like perfect cookie cutter life where I have, you know, 2 kids and a marriage that lasts 50 years. And and it, you know, life takes you on a wild ride. You end up in very different places than you expect.
Yeah. So there's no right or wrong way to come to a conclusion on yourself. So after reading through dozens of replies, he thanked his fellow Redditors for all of the wonderful replies. Thanks a ton for the help, guys. I've received some awesome pieces of advice, and I think my approach to my sexuality has changed drastically. What an awesome community. He then provided a couple of updates. He said, wow, I used to use a throwaway for this, since my friends know my main account. Logged back into this one to find amazing answers. I love you guys. And then another edit, he said, I knew this community was supportive, but I never realized how good it would make me feel to post this and have people empathize with me. Putting how I feel down has been like lifting a huge weight off my shoulders.
Yeah. He put himself out there and he got accepted into an entirely new community. And there's got to be no better feeling than that. I mean, yeah. What? Go on.
It is happy. It's a happy thing that people feel like they can explore their sexuality. You know, to me, I think like I don't even know who I am. I can't answer that question 100% because, you know, maybe other people can. Maybe they're more advanced in life and in thinking than I am. But I try and put that together every day. Like, who am I? Who are you? Like, what even are we? We're this being on this planet. We were just plopped out here. You know, I need some time to figure this whole thing out. I don't even know what I'm doing here. So for people to be like, oh, I'm bisexual, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, how can you put your finger on something and pin it down as a piece of identity on you when you don't even know. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I don't even know what I am. I don't even know who I am. So how can I throw some label on myself like that? I mean, I try and be descriptive and helpful in a way that, you know, attracts other guys. So I want to send that message out. Like, I'm gay. But
yeah, you're trying to communicate, but at the same time, you know, using these terms, you can end up putting yourself in a box, and you can get stuck in that. And one of the worst feelings is when you're doing something, like, let's say you're like, and this is kind of a rough example, but you're a fisherman, and
we're gonna have to hold that thought.
Sure.
You're a fisherman.
All right.
We're gonna take a trip to the free market.
If there was a place.
Yeah. What were you about to say? I want to know.
Well, I was going to say, if you're a fisherman and you define yourself as, I'm a fisherman, this is what I do, and you're defining that as yourself, then 10 years down the road, you could be like, I fucking hate fishing. I don't want to do this. You know, and then that is the worst feeling, when you are doing something and it's just become mechanical and it's not you at all, and then you realize you don't know who you are. So, yeah.
The chat room wants to talk about the Rob Matthias drama.
Oh man. It's at this point it's kind of like kicking a dead unicorn, but you know, I don't know. If you want to do it, you can do it. It was never made public on Facebook. Like that whole thing. Though all of the drama between me and him was never made public on Facebook.
How did it become public? How does the chat room know about it?
Newbie knows specifically, because I did tell the story in the chat room one evening.
Oh yeah, Newbie's the one asking.
Yeah.
So you want to placate Newbie, or you could do it in the chat room or on the air. I mean, I'm not especially interested in people.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's not good material.
Okay.
I think I can answer any questions in the chat room that Newbie wants to know, but
yeah, I don't feel like getting into it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Newbie, sorry. I want to talk about Molyneux being a cult, or not being a cult, more specifically, because you know, everyone's all, oh, finally Molyneux is getting articles written about him being a cult. This guy's so weird and stupid. I'm like, you guys are hating on a guy for no reason. They just like piling on. They just like to hate him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. There's no good, legitimate reason. I mean, there are some. The DMCA takedown, I think, is total bullshit. People who complain about that, not libertarian principles, yep, I get it. But show me, you know, in his, like, why freedom of association is illegitimate. This article. Have you read it? You know what I'm talking about?
not that one. No. Why it's
So-
legitimate?
Freedom of association. If you own yourself, you get to choose who you associate with or don't associate with, right? This is not a trick question.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I totally agree. I have stopped talking to a lot of people in my life, like a lot.
yeah, so for them to be like, oh, defooing is crazy, and you know, leaving your family, it's a cult, blah blah blah. It's like, that's not an argument. People have freedom of association. That's legitimate. You can't just be like, oh, this young person left their family. Anyway, I'll read the story. I wanted to wait until there was someone who specifically wanted to call in on this issue, so maybe I should wait. I'll hold it. Oh, yep.
Have you ever talked to Carlos about this?
What?
Carlos was in it for a while. He was like in the inner circle.
No, I haven't. Can we get him on?
I don't know if you can get him on now, but
why not?
Yeah, if maybe, I don't know. He actually, I just messaged him earlier.
I'll message him now.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure if he'll do it, but
come on.
Demonstrate the power of these ideas. There's a lot of kind of philosophy that surrounds liberty.
but yeah, it's definitely insight that we wouldn't, we don't have.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project Early Movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
You can connect with the Liberty Radio Network via our Facebook page at facebook.lrn.fm. That's facebook.lrn.fm.
Meow. 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 Hey, Shire dude. So this article calls Stefan Molyneux a cult leader. Oh, wait a minute. You were finishing your thought before we went off to break.
Right.
Up, please.
Yeah, fisherman. So if you define yourself as a fisherman, and again, this is a rough example, and you become a fisherman and that's all you do and that's how you define your being, your personality, everything, at 10 years down the road, you could be doing, being a fisherman, and you could realize, oh my gosh, I hate this. And then you have the terrible realization that you don't know who you are because you've just defined yourself rigidly all those years. So the idea is that the second you try to put labels on yourself, you're actually greatly limiting yourself. So, I mean, you can use labels, sure, in conversation, it works, but don't be so rigid, I think is the lesson learned.
And always reinvent yourself. Like Mike Tyson, who is unveiling a new Bitcoin ATM. This is an actual Bitcoin ATM that was unveiled today.
It's beautiful. This is the first time I'm seeing it, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it is beautiful. It's got his face on it.
And the face tattoo.
And chest and arms. He's got his arms folded. He's got the tattoo on his face and also behind him.
Yeah.
The vending machine is totally black.
He's got kind of a grimace, though. He should be smiling.
No, he's not happy. He's sick of fiat. He's had it up to here with fiat. He's going to take a bite out of fiat. He's
going to chew off George Washington's ear, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, something's wrong with all the bills once they get fed through the machine. So, the first Mike Tyson Bitcoin ATM announced in July is another Lamassu. Expecting more. Great. So, cool. It's something. And it's a Lamassu machine. Yay, Lamassu.
Right. If I ever purchase a Lamassu, I'm going to have to get the Mike Tyson model.
All right, moving on. Oh, I don't want to do that story yet. The next one. Let's do this one. Morrissey was ass raped by the TSA. He says he was ass fingered.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? We're getting a call from Nathan in Texas. Should we take it?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Nathan in Texas, you're on.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
You called
Am
us.
I coming? Okay, well, I called about the Molyneux article. I thought
I don't know. I don't know.
This is actually a story. It says I was confused. I thought this was the old story from 2008, and I looked at the year, and it said 2015, and I looked, and it's the same person. So are they dragging up this 2008 story again?
Yeah.
Is there any new information?
No, this is the Daily Mail, and they are tabloids. It's like the New York Post or something. And so they've done this quote unquote journalism where they interviewed a couple of parents of a son who moved out when he was 18, moved out of the house and didn't speak with his family again, accused his parents of being abusive and just not a good supportive environment for him. And so he defooed, which is a term used by internet philosopher Stefan Molyneux. And I think it's a ridiculous article for the journalist here so-called journalist, to take one side of this story from the parents' side and saying, oh, an 18-year-old left his family, must be a cult.
Right. Yeah, if they had his side up on there and maybe he could explain what he felt was abusive, then...
So in the original article, they quoted Molyneux saying something like, "Oh well, if it was a woman and her husband, then you wouldn't be saying it." Did they quote him that in there?
No.
Okay, so then maybe the 2008 article is actually better than this rehash of it. But But yeah, if I recall the details, it was basically Molyneux started his podcast in 2006 or 7, I think. I didn't listen to it from the beginning, but that's when he started it, and it was just him driving around in his car, kind of like some other podcasters on LRN, actually. And so when he was just breaking into...
Who else on LRN drives around in their car?
Jack Spirko started his podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know what he used to film it in his car. I'd be interested to know that, actually. But yeah, so the original story in 2008 was basically Molyneux getting media attention for the first time. I found some old posts of him like trying to promote his brand, like he was spamming the Mises.org message boards, and you know, he was just sort of getting into prominence.
Cool.
And so his first major debut with the media was basically this attack story where he told this kid, basically he told him to defoo his parents because his parents were abusive toward animals, and he felt
I find that hard to believe.
I
find it hard to believe he told him what to do, because I've watched way more than my share of Stefan videos, and I can tell you he always is very clear about saying, I don't tell anyone what to do. I'm not telling you what to do.
He is clear on that, but he also gives his opinion. So, you know, and again, I haven't listened to the original audio, so I don't know for sure. I just listened to like 5 minutes.
My objection here is that a guy on the internet should be able to express his goddamn opinion. That's not a crime. It's not cult behavior. It's just people on the internet sharing their views. You know, if we don't have that, what have we got?
Oh yeah, I mean, like in terms of freedom of expression, totally.
And freedom of association. How can they say?
That's what I'm more interested in, actually.
Yeah, how can they say that it's not legitimate for this young man who's an adult to not speak with his parents? Is this the first time this has ever happened in history? It's been, how many years has he been around? You said since 2006, so it's been almost 9 years he's been on the internet, and we have this one example of a guy who left his parents. Must be a cult.
Yeah, I don't know. People dissociate from their parents for a lot of reasons. I don't think that's cult behavior. You know,
I just feel like people pile on the I hate Stefan train for whatever reason, and it's illegitimate. It's not logical. It's like,
well, that is one point I'm interested in, though, is that you mentioned Carlos Morales being in the inner circle.
Yeah.
One of the sort of accusations against Molyneux that keeps cropping up is that his inner circle is completely different than like what he actually tells people, and that in private he tells people all parents are bad, you should just, you know, get rid of parents or whatever. I'd be very interested to hear Carlos talk about
who
that.
says that? Who says that in his inner circle it's all parents are bad?
It was the interview on The Fiends with Colleen, I think is her name. She's like related to some guy who runs a FDR hate site, basically. And she was also an ex-Inner Circle member, and her version of it made it sound like a cult because, you know, I was afraid when my Skype rang because I didn't know what to do, and it was a cult. And but you know, I personally think that's interesting if someone is a hypocrite in that they're not practicing what they're preaching. I'm interested in that.
Yeah, that's a big deal to me. I want to get to the bottom of it. I guess I'll have to listen to that interview with Colleen again. I remember hearing it the first time, but it didn't impress me. It didn't seem like she really had a grasp on what was going on. That was just my initial impression. It's been a while, but it seemed like she, you know, got in way over her head. Didn't understand the philosophy, just understood the cultiness, just jumped into that, the culture part of it. Sorry. I mean, that was just my perception. Am I off base here?
To be honest, I don't remember all the details. The weird thing with Colleen was that she just sort of put some videos on YouTube of her talking about Free Domain Radio being bad and then stopped posting videos. So it felt like, I don't know, this is just my opinion. It felt like her dad, who runs FDR Liberated, which is this FDR hate site. And I say that because it doesn't really have a lot of interesting content. It's just, look at what FDR said, you know, and I got the feeling that she was just doing it, wanted her to do it.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's Stop Free Keen,
Free
reincarnated.
Molyneux or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no substance to these objections. What's the issue? Why is this a cult? Give me one reason. Because a guy left? Because he said his parents are abusive and they suck? mean, give me an interview from him. Give me some reasons. Some parents saying, "Oh, boo-hoo, our kid left us, and it's this guy's fault." This guy on the internet. That's weak. It's weak sauce. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm done
to
with
me,
the
it's
issue.
Okay. Well, I
I'm done
think
with
there's
it.
a lot of interesting things to talk about, but
Well, what did you want to say about it?
I just want to talk about the parents, like, how, honor, like the fifth commandment and all that, and how like sacred, because people talk about freedom of association, but they, in a lot of ways, they don't really walk the walk. Like they just say the principle, but then when you bring up these examples, they're like, oh, but you can't do that.
All right. Well, I'll leave it up to Shire Dude. Should we continue with this discussion, or should we go to Morrissey says he was ass fingered by the TSA?
I really love a good ass fingering story.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the Molyneux issue is just so it's so old at this point.
Yeah, I'm done with it. We don't want to do it.
Okay. Well, I do have one question though. Where did you hear that Carlos was in the inner circle? Where did that
Carlos? So Carlos and I are buddies. He told me he had a talk with me about it, and I'm not sure how open he'll be, especially on a show format. But I don't know. Maybe if you message him, he'll let you know something or give you some perspective.
Stop talking. I just hung up on Nathan, so you're not talking. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
sorry
Nathan.
about that.
I just hung up on you. My bad.
Oh, you hung up on me. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
that was an
you hung up on
accident. So Shire Dude, sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so Carlos and I are buddies, and he gave me some perspective on it and his experiences. And I'm not sure how open he'd be to come on a show and talk about it, but if you message him, he'd probably talk to you about it.
That's bullshit. He should come on a show and talk.
I know,
he had some kind of familiarity with him. I didn't realize it was that deep. That's very interesting.
Yeah, he's Carlos is so squeaky clean. I don't know if he wants to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't want to call down the wrath of the internet on him.
Hey, it's my commercial. Okay, a moment of silence.
Excuse me. There is no video, audio allowed in this office. No, I have work today. This is you ain't gonna make it. Wait a minute. Hey! Oh my God! Unbelievable! Because you're scared me. What am I being paid for? You're being served. What is this? You're being served.
Do you like my shorts, Shire Dude?
Oh, nice.
I wore these to Target today.
Oh man, I don't even own shorts. You're so bold, Derek.
Shorts?
I don't own shorts. No, I haven't owned shorts since the 7th grade.
While our satellite channel is free to listen to, it's not free for us. You can help
Oh,
us
did
cover
you hear about my
satellite costs
Themes
with the
edit?
chip in on the right side of the
Oh yeah, I
page
did.
at
Hey, we're coming back though.
LRN.fm.
I'm gonna drop you, Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan in Texas, everybody. Yeah. He just edited an episode of Themes. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that, but it's true. I won't tell you which one, though. Morrissey says he was ass-fingered by the TSA. Here's his interview with Larry King.
You've also spoken about American politics, and Hillary Clinton criticized people like Michelle Bachmann and Ann Coulter and Sarah Palin. You don't take on the tough ones.
I don't think they're tough. I think they're insane. They're not
Insane.
tough. They're just insane.
You think we're ready for Hillary?
I think so. Yeah, and you've known her for a long time.
I've known her a long time.
So you should know by now. Really, you should know by now. And when you look at the Republicans
What does that mean?
who've lined up, it's
We should know by now?
They all
Like it's
look
inevitable?
exactly the same.
Except Trump.
Well, in the dark, he'd look like everybody else. It's the same. It's the same old suit and tie. And you never see somebody who is absolutely, what is that? Who is this person? How interesting they look. They all look so uniform.
Trump?
You also criticized the president.
He thinks
have you
that
not?
Hillary Clinton stands
yes,
out?
I have. Yes, I have.
Why
Is he
has
crazy?
disappointed you?
I think he's disappointed lots of people, but I don't think with cases like Ferguson and so on that he's really helped his own people.
By
But well,
By not doing what?
By being more interested and forgetting about the police machinery all the time and constantly saying the police are always right. We must listen to the police. Everybody knows that's not true.
So, at least he gets some things
Obama,
right.
Is he white inside? It's a very logical question, but I think he probably is.
Hey guys, Larry here. Thanks.
All right,
for
thank you,
watching me.
Larry. I appreciate that. Now he talks about a TSA groping incident. Let's
Last
hear
month
that.
you made news. You were groped by TSA agents at San Francisco Airport. What happened?
San Francisco Airport, no good.
Well, would you like the?
I just flew out of
details?
there. I don't want that. Maybe I did. I don't know.
He put his finger down my rear cleavage, and you said you wanted the details.
Okay, now why did he do that?
Why would he want to?
Why did you
Why
ask
does he
him?
need to?
Did you ask him?
Well, I had been through the full scanner, and then I'd been through the second bit, and everything was fine and clear. But then he went straight from my private bit, and then he put his finger down my rear cleavage.
And when you asked him, what did he say?
Well, it's just your opinion. And he said it 4 times. The people I was with from special services, they said, this is assault. And he said, well, that's just your opinion. And I said, well, we've seen it, and this is outrageous. And blah, 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 blah. Well, they're above the law. Yes, I filled in a complaints thing and so forth.
Nothing happened.
It will not happen.
Hey guys, Larry
So,
here. Thanks for.
That's very sad. You know, this is the guy who wrote the song. What is it? World Peace is Not for Sale, or something. Forget what's the more song? Do you know?
I don't know if you can. I don't know the song, but I don't know if you can be ready for Hillary and then still complain about the TSA.
World Peace is None of Your Business is the song that he wrote. And yeah, it just shows me he's a little confused. Hasn't really thought through any of the or anything yet. But it's okay. You know, at least he cares a little bit about the right things. It's weird. It's sad that he was displeased about his groping at the TSA. You would think, yeah, with his support of Hillary, he would want more groping at the TSA.
It's crazy. He went through the scanner and then got groped.
Yeah, he got it all.
Yeah, so he's probably singled out, probably because of who he is, his celebrity. You know.
Do you think that the TSA agent just wanted to put his finger down Morrissey's crack?
That's a story he'll probably tell for years and years. Yeah.
Well,
TSA is
also-
a bunch of creeps.
Yeah.
It's a creepy job to want.
Wouldn't it be funny if you could just say that's just your opinion and have that be the end of it? Like, what if when I worked at Penny, could just steal from the customers? I just take anything I wanted. Maybe I just take it right off their back. I'll take your shirt, and a woman says, "Hey, you just stole my shirt." I'll say, "That's just your opinion."
Right.
Your opinion, Adam.
Yeah, that's not an excuse or any kind of like absolving thing. That
Why don't I have you fill out a complaint form, madam? And I'll be investigated by my peers.
Right. And at least he didn't hold out any hope for that. I mean, everybody knows that you're not gonna get anything with a complaint form. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know, speaking of what you're not going to get from government, have you heard about the anti-gay Kentucky clerks who were caught on camera refusing to issue a marriage license to a gay couple? And remember, that was a federal order. This is now like gay marriage is legal in the U.S., but this clerk's office just didn't get it here in Kentucky. This is what the video looks like. It's pretty scary stuff.
We're everywhere ready to call the process. Currently, this morning, we're still in litigation, and we're still not issuing marriage licenses.
There has been an induction.
Okay.
Listen to first of all how he whispers that. There's no like problem with the audio here. You can hear everyone else just fine, but the clerk is like, we're not going to be. We're still in. We're not going to be issuing any licenses today.
We're everywhere ready to call.
Since coward.
Currently, this morning, we're still in litigation, and we're still not issuing marriage licenses at this time.
There has been an induction.
He barely says it.
Yeah.
I mean, whispering so much, he's barely even speaking.
In effect, there's not been a stay.
And there has been an appeal. So,
And the stay was not issued. There's no stay with the appeal.
It stands, and we want.
It stands as long until there's a stay.
That's what we want.
It stands.
Look at these flaggots standing here with their cadre of media behind them. They've got all these independent reporters taking all their camera pictures, and everyone's got their phones out. They're live streaming the recording horizontally, by the way. Good job, guys. And they've got their little gay outfits on. They've got the look of like, we're gay and we're here for our marriage license. Deal with it. So this is the response.
An appeal doesn't mean that you don't get to do it.
Any further questions, you can contact us.
So you're not issuing marriage licenses today.
At this time,
Not
we're
today.
not.
So you are defying the
Willing to
injunction
defy this injunction.
as it is in effect right now.
You as the deputy clerk are willing to defy this as well, not just Kim Davis, but you as well.
Both of you.
And your representative of
Both of
Kim
you.
Davis.
You're both going to represent
Kim
this
Davis.
office in Kim Davis.
Good morning. Currently, we are still not issuing marriage licenses. So,
why?
And any further questions?
Why are you not
can
issuing marriage
contact
licenses?
We're under direction of our
From who? You have attorneys, or Kim Davis has attorneys?
Liberty Counsel is representing our office.
So this is pretty messed up because, like, you need a license to get married. And the problem was gay people couldn't get these, they couldn't get married because they couldn't get these licenses. So then the FedGov is like, we've got it covered. Here, we're going to make an order. And we're going to order everyone in the government to respect these marriage licenses and give them out to gay people too. But the problem with the government doing things is they're not magic. And their laws are really just suggestions. And these government employees at the clerk's office in Kentucky are just like, nah, no, we're not going to respect the marriage licenses. We're not going to issue them. Too bad. Nah, yeah, sorry. And so the people are standing there like, here, take our paperwork. Like, please give us a license.
Right.
No. We've been told by our attorneys not to. And really, how much further can it go? There's 10 more minutes in this video. What else are they going to say?
The injunction was issued. There's no stay.
So we don't even have paperwork
you all have. There you go.
I'm sure you have lawyers, so I'm sure they've informed
You just said you didn't have the paperwork. Now I'm issuing the paperwork.
There's the paperwork.
And we still...
There is a stay. I mean, there's no stay, so there is an injunction. It's in effect. The appeal does not give you an automatic stay.
Okay, no,
That's the actual law.
We're still not issuing marriage
Our
licenses
attorneys
this
told
morning.
us to come down and apply for a licensing.
That's right. So that's what we want to do. So
This is why
are we
we're
allowed to
here.
come in?
You can, you
No,
can
we
come
were
into our
just
office.
addressing
We're just
everybody
addressing you.
But we're not allowed to come in.
So what are they supposed to be doing at work today? I mean, they're in the clerk's office. What am I just supposed to look up some documents from 1997? I'm here for a damn license, please. It's ridiculous that I even have to ask for this marriage license. Why do I need the government's permission to be married in the first place? None of your damn business, clerk. I don't need to ask. And it's just so weird that these strangers are confronting each other. They would have no business with each other in normal life, if not for government. We'll be right back.
Are you a political activist?
Yeah, this is a good ad.
Book The Secrets, your guide to protecting yourself against snitches, informers, informants, provocateur, narcs, finks, and killer vermin. Rats was written by OG libertarian Claire Wolfe. Rats is a short book, easy to read, and available free in many formats. Download Rats at rats-nosnitch.com. That's rats-nosnitch.com.
If you could choose any school in the country to earn your college degree and be on your way to a better life, would you choose one the Wall Street Journal recognizes as producing some of the best qualified graduates? Or one the Princeton Review ranks as a leader in undergraduate education? Or maybe one the U.S. News and World Report names among the most innovative schools in the country? Now, you don't have to choose. At Arizona State University, we want to help you learn to thrive in life. At ASU Online, we offer over 100 graduate and undergraduate programs on your time and schedule. You receive the exact same curriculum, degree, and prestigious faculty as the on-campus students, and we're universally recognized as one of the innovators in online learning technologies. For information, call 1-800-595-9736. U.S. News and World.
Hey, Shire Dude, check out my legs. I was doing some pistol squats today. Man, they are awesome.
What are pistol squats?
So it's where you keep your arms out in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You put one leg out in front of you like you're doing the hokey pokey. And then you squat all the way down. And then come back up. Not touching anything. Just one leg balancing down all the way and then up all the way. Oh,
and
man.
then you just keep alternating legs.
No, you you do one leg over and over as a set.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like, do one leg 25 times and then the other one 25 times. It is brutal. It's part of the prisoner workout.
Oh, right, because you have like a confined space, so you got to do something that's not a bunch of running around.
Yeah, but it will kill you. I mean, just you'll be sweating and shaking so hard.
How often do you work out, Derek?
Not often enough. I'm a junk food addict. I really have a problem. I have for years. This has been an issue where like I might get diabetes because I have such a problem with sugar. I have a really hardcore addiction where my body, just the natural rhythms are, I don't eat much during the day, but then at night I just veg like crazy and I'm not doing anything. So like I get high, I'll have like one big meal during the day that would keep me in good shape if I just left it at that. But then at night, that sweet tooth comes a knocking. Like I just had my 6th Oreo of the day. I shouldn't have 6 Oreos.
Yeah, I just try not to buy sweets at all.
No, today I went to the grocery store. Do you know what I bought?
Huh.
Lettuce, a box of chocolate covered espresso beans, and a whole lemon meringue pie.
Oh.
I was just like, it's time to go grocery shopping. Got to get the essentials. And I walked out with a lemon meringue pie. Like, Derek, come on, man.
Oh.
Got to try harder than that.
And then you just go at it with a fork.
Yeah, no, I haven't sliced it open. I've just left it on the ledge to look at and be mad at me. Like, Derek, what were you thinking buying me? You don't want to be fat. You worked out today. What was it for?
For a free bumper sticker,
So you could eat more pie.
and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
All right, so Kim Davis, the anti-gay Rowan County, Kentucky clerk who told a court in July that she prayed and fasted over whether to grant marriage licenses to same-sex couples, has once again defied, maybe she defiled as well, a federal court order issued on Thursday demanding that she begin issuing marriage licenses immediately. Cell phone video released by a gay Kentucky couple who, for the second time, attempted to apply for a marriage license on Thursday clearly shows the deputy clerk citing Davis's decision to defy the federal judge's order. And so we just shared that video with you. You saw the beginning of it. She clearly is defying this order and says that it was according to her attorneys who told her to do it. Now we return.
Because our deputies requested not to be filmed this morning.
Well, we're going. It's a public space.
Can I come in and get my?
So then they have another issue. They have an issue with video recording. They're saying, well, we want to come in and talk to you about this. And they're saying, well, you can talk to us, but you can't record. And they're like, this is a public space. What do you mean I can't record? Of course we can. But they say, well, the deputies don't want to be recorded. And don't you know, if cops don't want to be recorded, then you just don't have any rights about that. There's nothing you can do. You have to turn your camera off. Right, Shire Dude?
No, there's the Glick decision, Derek. The Glick decision, Glick versus, it was Massachusetts, right? And in the district court in Massachusetts, you can film, it came out, you can film people who work for the government at any time when they're doing their duties. They're subject to the public opinion, and so obviously you can film them. They're your employees.
So what these did was say, oh, you don't want to be recorded? That's really tough. I'm sorry you're a government employee. Maybe you should quit your job. We're going to record you anyway.
Right. If you don't like that, that's a hazard of your job. You should quit if you don't like that.
So, but here's the other issue. The clerk and her associate here want to distract from what's actually happening here. There's all this media. They want to know, are you going to issue the license or not? But here they say, oh, hey, is anyone else here today? You want to get let in? Come on in, everyone. We don't mean to hold up the line or anything. So here's what he tries to do.
Everyone can come in.
Well, we were in line first, so.
We were in line first. Can we come in first? Thanks.
David, where do you want me to take your camera, or are you gonna hold it? Whatever you want. You want me to take mine, actually?
So look at this posturing, by the way. Can you
Yeah.
see his the way he's standing? He's got his hand on his desk. You know, he's standing above the other man. He's got this positioning like, I'm not going to let you pass. And he's not even trying to walk past him, but he's putting up a physical block with his body. Like, you will not get any further. And I think that the physicality of his movement is mirrored by his argument, his verbal argument. Look, you know, I'm not going to give you any new info. I'm just going to say we're not issuing licenses. I'm going to put up this block physically and verbally.
You may
Can you issue a license in her absence?
Not presently, no.
That's been her case all along.
Okay.
Do it.
We're still currently not issuing a license. If you have any further questions, you can contact Liberty Counsel. And that is on file. You can go around to his office and see if he is. Yes.
Does anybody here know?
We have no.
Wow, look at these competent people.
Thank you, though.
Boy, they are so necessary. What would we do without this whole room filled with papers and Xerox machines and computers doing nothing? Look what they've got, a TV in the background. Look, they're watching TV. This is way more important than issuing marriage licenses to people who want to get married.
Yeah, we do.
Right, and these guys don't know what to do at this point. They're just gonna
Standing around.
Willing to defy.
They're not being
It's what
served.
it is. It just is what it is, and I don't know what else to say. This is an
It's been
embarrassment.
appealed, but there is no stay, so the injunction should stand by law, defying what the court has ordered.
All right, I want to skip to the end of this. Let's cut to the action.
You know that.
They are well covered with media here. They've got a lot of people.
The only reason I called is because they said if she is absent, you could do it. So she is absent. She's not here today. But you're saying you cannot do it, correct?
Oh, okay.
What
So this
about-
woman, she's absent. The woman
She
who's
said
not
you
going to
would be
leave
here
any.
About an hour. Can you do it at 10? Oh,
Wow.
I'm sorry, I can't.
So much begging and pleading from the government. Please, can you show up? Can you do your fucking job? We need you for one thing, and we don't even ask you to do that. You just have a monopoly on it, and then you do that poorly. Assholes.
And that's the bottom line. She's wrong, and these people are cruel to do this to us. And that's how I feel. And I don't know what else to say. You know, people fight for this stuff for years and years. We waited for years to get married. We've been together forever, and we waited. He wanted to wait until it was legal and recognized in all the states. That's what he wanted. And now, you know, this is supposed to be a progressive county. That's what this is supposed to be. This is what we were told. And it's not. And this is pathetic. It's pathetic, and it's angry. And this is the way. This is how gay people are treated in this country. This is what it's like. This is their experience. This is how it feels, right? And if nothing comes of this, at least I hope that other people understand that this is wrong. It's just wrong.
It's not all gay people, man. It's just the gays in Bumblefuck. I'm sorry you chose to live in Kentucky, but you know, it's not like that all over. I just feel like you should move. I hate using that argument of like, hey, you know, if you don't like it, leave. But like, really, it sucks in Kentucky. You're gay. Why don't you get out of there? Is there anything for you? Farm Boys, maybe?
Yeah.
Rand Paul?
It's a poignant video, you know, like they got some real raw emotion in there, but is it going to help? Is it going to change these bureaucrats' minds? You know, you're not going to be able to do anything. Vote them out, I guess. You know, it's been years trying to do that. But it playing the government marriage game, playing this game where, you know, playing their game essentially, which is trying to get a marriage license. You play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize, or you know, you get disqualified by the person who owns the game, right? It sucks. It totally sucks. the whole reason for licensing, and I wish more people understood that this point is the whole reason for licensing is exclusion. It's to exclude people.
To have the option to say no, we don't want you to get married.
Yep.
Well, this has been enough of a downer. I want to leave on a positive news story. There is someone who's running for president who does deserve your vote. If you're paying attention to politics at all, this is the news story to follow.
Always a few candidates people have never heard of. Typically, they don't really gain any ground. They just eventually fade away. This time, though, presidential candidate, and I mean, I'm not making this part up. This guy, this candidate, this name, D's Nuts, is polling among the other major contenders. Mr. Nuts came to prominence when he showed up in a survey earlier this month with 9% support. Not only is D's Nuts appearing in polls, he's also has a platform and is outlining for ballot access in every state on his website. Nuts declared himself an independent in his FEC paperwork, but his website says he would consider running for nomination from any of a wide number of parties. While the campaign might seem like a joke, Nuts has actually laid out some some concrete policy positions. He supports deporting all illegal immigrants, also supports abortion and gay marriage. These Nuts also supports the Iran nuclear deal, wants to end oil subsidies, and give voting rights to people who live in U.S. territories. And here's the best part. The man behind these Nuts, 15-year-old Brady Olson. He's from a tiny town in Iowa that has fewer than 200 people. And not that it really matters, but the Constitution's Article 2, Section 1 mandates that only those aged 35 and older can be president. So you see, D's Nuts is probably not going to do it this year, but maybe in 20 years, we'll see him back on the ballot.
Well, congratulations, D's Nuts, for your successful election campaign. I'd like to see more of that from you. You've made it difficult for me to decide this year. It was going to be Vermin Supreme. He had it in the bag, and then D's Nuts came around, and now I'm not so sure.
That's great. I'm definitely going to look for a D's Nuts Facebook page.
Yeah, I want to wear a D's Nuts button. Elect D's Nuts.
Yes, elect D's Nuts. Vote D's Nuts. I like it. I like it a lot. This is actually the most surprising candidate news I've heard since I heard about Sizzler running for president. You can find the Facebook page, Sizzler for President. It does exist.
We have to wrap it up there. We're out of time. But we'll join you again next week. It'll be my final episode in the Shire. Let's do it for Manchester. I don't know. You want to be on, Shire Dude? I don't know if you're available.
I would love to, yeah.
Join us. It's the last one I'm going to do here in the Shire. So I'm going to San Francisco for some love and a good time. We'll be right back. Flaming Freedom. See you next week.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people.
Yeah. Well, Shire Dude, anything else? I meant to plug your website. I didn't do that once. I didn't plug my website once.
That's totally fine. I had fun.
Yeah. Well, we're still on YouTube. You want to do it? ShireDude.com.
It's all at ShireDude.com. There's not much new stuff there because I moved recently. I haven't produced too much. There's some good Porkfest videos that came out though. The reveal of who Ian Googling is was very exciting.
Yeah, I loved that video. That was great. Awesome. Thank you for that. And so yeah. Oh yeah, my website is thederekj.com. Go there for lots of new stuff. I even created an RSS feed that includes every show I do. So you no longer have to just follow Flaming Freedom or Cop Block Radio or Freedom Fiends to hear Derek J. There is a Derek J RSS feed. So you can catch all my shows just by subscribing to one feed.
That's brilliant.
Your podcaster, Podomatic, iTunes, or whatever it is you listen to. So catch Derek J at thederekj.com. Thank you, everyone. Peace.